Hello everyone, welcome back to the Random Car Life. And if this is the first time watching one of my videos, please like, share, subscribe, and welcome for the first time if this is your first time watching. So today, got a few things to go over. I'm basically going to be going into integrated engineering, show you all the options I have for my car. And if you're not familiar with my car, it's a 2012 Volkswagen CC R-Line. And I've done a few things to it. You can go back and watch some of my videos and see all the performance mods and add-ons I've done. It's quite a bit. Still got a lot more to go. And I'll discuss some of that in this video. But yes, welcome back everyone. And I'm finally putting out another video. And so just to let everyone know, I have surgery coming up this Tuesday, which is about 2 days from now. So that'll kind of help me out with things I'm trying to do with all the vehicles and my personal work. So yeah, definitely need it, especially with all the work I'm doing on the vehicles and all, because stressful on the body. And what I'm going to have done as far as surgery goes is definitely hindering me from doing what I'm doing with the cars and my truck. So yeah, there's that. But take me about 2 weeks to heal up and I'll be good to go. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into the integrated engineering, like I said, and see if I can walk you guys through everything, because I've had a lot of comments, questions about, you know, what you can do with your Volkswagen CCs or whatever Volkswagen you have, and the options you have with integrated engineering. So I'm going to hook up and I'll show you the screen on my laptop and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. So integrated engineering, you're going to have to buy one of these. This is your power cord. You'll hook this up to your car, hook this up to your laptop, and then what it'll do, it's going to read your VIN, and it's going to find out what your engine code is, and depending on your engine code is, you know, kind of what they base off all your tunes and all that. So that's the next step. All right, so it seems like it's going to be hard to not get some of this glare, but I'll try zooming in the best I can to show you guys. But if you look here, this is the icon. This is your integrated engineering icon that you'll need once you download everything. And you're going to want to click that. So we'll come over and click that. It's going to verify everything. Just checking. Sometimes this takes a while. I'm not going to lie, sometimes it's annoying. Alright, so then everything's going to pop up. See if you guys can see that. Sorry about the glare. Not much I can do about it. Okay. It's running through, checking the cable. Alright. It's going to check for updates. It's going to take a while. So I'll get back to you. Never mind. Here we go. Okay. So you have your options. You have extras. Let's see here. So you can do this. Hit extras. What that's going to do, it's going to pull up everything. Detect your car. Okay. And then you can do a data log, which I'm not going to show you right now because, you know, I'm not going to be doing that. And then you can pull up your read codes here, and then you'll see it pop up. And what you can do is you can click right here and that'll drop down. You can do your engine, transmission, so you can click your engine, and then you can run a scan, and if you have any codes, it'll pop up and tell you what it is. And then you can clear your codes as well. So we'll go back, close this out, close that out. Let's try it again. Okay. So let's see. It's thinking. All right. I'm gonna exit out of that. All right. Now, for your tunes for this car, I can show you the options I have. This is what you're gonna see. All right, so it's gonna, ask you questions here, and make sure you have a battery charger hooked up and all that good stuff. Because when you run when you're changing your tunes, it's gonna make your fans run and all that stuff. So sometimes it's a good idea to go ahead and hook up a battery charger for sure, just in case you don't want your battery dying on you while you're in the middle of a tune, because that could mess some things up. All right, so what we'll do, I'm gonna go ahead and hit next. And it's gonna say to hook up your cable to your ports. And then you also, it's gonna prompt you, and you don't wanna hit your brake pedal when you're pressing in your key. Because you don't wanna start your car when you're doing this stuff. But it'll ask you, as you can see, turn your ignition on, which I do have on right now. Okay, then we'll hit next. It's going to read everything, check your, check and see if this is your car, your engine codes, all that stuff. Okay, it's doing that. And that's how they know which, vehicle they're and what type of tunes you can do on your car. Let's see. Everything takes a while, so you gotta have patience with this. Like I said, this glare is horrible, but my screen is shiny. Taking forever. Okay. And there we go. All right, so yeah, it comes up with your VIN, engine computer, latest flash, which I have the KO4 93 octane. That's in there right now. Transmission. I have the transmission tune, which you have the options for this car, where you can see here's latest transmission flash is DSG, 6,800 RPM shifts, 4,000 RPM launch, which really doesn't work too well on the CC. So there's that. All right, so then we'll hit next. Let's see. All right, so here you have engine, transmission. So here I'm just going to show you, trying to keep my screen up on my GoPro so I can see what I'm showing you. Okay, so your engine, you'll have a drop down. See stage 1, which I'm past that, but I'll show you guys that have stage 1. Or interested in stage 1, you have a 91 octane tune, well, at least for this car, and then a 93 octane tune. All right, for the stage 2, you have, well, I have, it depends on your engine, the 91 octane, and then 91 octane crackle tune. I've gotten some questions about that before. I actually have a video on the crackle tune. There's that. And then you'll see the 93 octane with the crackle. 93 octane just by itself without the crackle. Then you scroll down some, you'll see the KO4. Let's see if I can get that on the screen. So I can't see because my GoPro keeps going dark. There we go. Okay, KO4. We'll hit that. Then it's going to drop down. And these are my options with the KO4. So you'll see 91 octane, basically the same. Then you'll have 93 octane. And then 93 octane with the crackle tune. And then you have the 100 octane with the crackle. Then the 100 octane just by itself. Now I was running the 100 octane without crackle, and if you guys remember, when I was at the track I was having issues because that's what I was running, and I think I was running 110 octane in the car, and so I chose this tune. But I think my issue is, since I don't have a bigger intercooler on the car right now, I was running into issues with that. So I have come back to the 93 octane tune, which the car seems to be doing really well, and I'll get some videos of that later once I heal up from surgery and all. But yeah, the car's been running great on this 93 octane. I think it probably has a little something to do with the intercooler being the stock one still, which, you know, I probably should have went ahead and did already, but I have not. So let me run you through, just trying to get my GoPro to light up. There we go. Okay, so the transmission, hope you guys can see that. Transmission, we'll drop that down, and the options are, let me see. Okay, so right now I have it at this, which is 6,800, but you'll see here, come on, there we go. All right, so you'll see there's your options: 32, 34, 36, 38, 4. Now, I mean, I guess it depends on your CC, but mine doesn't do too well. Like, I can't get it to, let me see. I can't get it to launch right. It's for some reason, these cars have trouble with this launch program they have. So, you'll probably run into that problem if you have a CC. I think it works better on some of the GTIs and all, but not too great on this one. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's basically it. So what you'll do is, you'll see it has credits. You have to buy credits for each one of these, which I have everything open on this one. So that's basically all the options that I have. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it on that. And like I said, it'll prompt you. Let me swing back around to me right quick and I'll explain that. Yeah, so basically when you're doing your tune on your car, like I said, just make sure you have your charger hooked up to your battery, because it would be really bad if, I mean, it could be possibly really bad that when you're in the middle of tuning, if your battery was to die for some reason, it could really screw up your computer, and you go to start your car up, you might have some major issues possibly. I don't know, that's what I've heard. But so yeah, it'll prompt you, and like, you'll start off with when you're starting your tune, it'll tell you to make sure your ignition's on, so you press your ignition in, or however you're set up. I have a push-in, like a fob type deal, but you got to pay attention to it while it's tuning, because at a certain point it'll tell you to turn your ignition off. It'll prompt you to do that with a warning and flashing red and all that good stuff. And then that's basically it. Now getting to where I'm at, and with future mods that I'm going to be doing to the CC, I've been looking at some different software, because as you see, that's basically all the options I have as far as tuning this car, and it's kind of limited. So say I wanted to add something else to the car, more than likely you get up with them, they may or may not. Most of the time, at first, when I first got this tune, they said they would be able to adjust things, but lately I don't believe they're going to do that. They may have had issues with doing that. So maybe it's a liability issue, I'm not sure. More than likely it is. So I have been looking at some new software, and possibly after I do the intercooler, because I have water meth injection also, there's a lot more I want to do with the car. And let's say if I wanted to step up to a bigger turbo from the KO4, where there's no options with integrated engineering to where, you know, they have anything to support that. And, you know, I'm kind of afraid I'm going to end up hitting a wall eventually, where I'm not going to be able to tune with integrated engineering. So I'm very interested in this new software I'm looking at, and I'll explain that later. Possibly this summer, maybe I'll be looking at it, because the surgery is getting, you know, I got a quote for that, and it's kind of expensive. So, you know, I guess that's just the way it is. So that's going to probably put me out, you know, on money as far as getting this new tune and all, because starting up with a new tune, it's kind of expensive. Basically everything to do with cars is expensive, so, you know, it takes time on that. But yeah, this summer, this is very promising software, where I can actually go in and change the tables and everything like that. So basically whatever I do to the car with this tuning software, it looks very promising, where I can basically do everything you can do with a standalone computer, which where I thought I was going to have to go, but, you know, possibly I don't have to now. I can just go ahead and keep everything the way it is with the car. And as I change things, I can change the fueling, the air, whatever, you know, everything. I've got a lot to learn with it, but, you know, in order to keep doing what I'm doing, and, you know, I want to put this car up, and it's pretty high horsepower eventually. So I'll be able to do it with this software apparently. So yeah, that's something I'm excited about. That's very interesting to me, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to some of you guys out here, guys and girls, whoever is interested in doing this. But the first step, I've got to get another intercooler, and of course I'll do a video on that. That'll be coming up. I've had to do a lot with my truck. Some of you guys and all may know that I have a Tundra that I've had on the channel once. I've been doing a lot of work to it, and I'll get it back on the channel soon. I have the 5.7 liter Tundra, the iForce. It's a 07. Very strong engine. You know, I would love to do more with that one day, once I stop using it as a daily. But right now it's a daily, so I'm trying to get, you know, all the suspension, which I've gotten the yeah, so basically what I've replaced on the truck so far has been the front struts. I was having issues with the ones that were on it. I've replaced the rear shocks. Let me see, I've replaced 1, 2, 3 calipers on it, because the braking, I think, really sucks on that truck. But, you know, it's, so I replaced all those. And let me see, what else have I done? I think it's it for that. I have also had issues with, which is really coming up, and I'd like to get some videos on that, so I could show you guys that have Tundras out there. I'm going to do the front upper and lower control arms on it, and it's rear wheel drive. It's not the 4x4 version. So I'm going to do the upper and lower control arms, because I'm basically everything suspension wise needs to be done on it. And I think, what else was it? Maybe it's I think like maybe 2 control arms or something like that. I believe I'm going to do on it. And I'm trying to get the ride quality better with the truck because, like I said, I use it daily, and I use it for my work that I do. So, you know, it's important for that. And then eventually, the more I do with the car, I'd like to get a trailer so that way I can tow the car to places once I start getting it to bigger horsepower, get it all sorted out, and start taking it to tracks more often, which I got a lot to sort out with this car. So that'll be important, and that truck's more than capable of handling it. It's a great truck. It just needs a lot done to it, you know. Like I said, it's a 07, but the engine is solid. That's the good thing about it. Transmission seems solid. Everything else seems solid. It's a good looking truck. And man, one day, because that thing has a lot of power, one day I wouldn't mind, like I said, probably more than once on my videos, that I'd love to throw a supercharger on that truck, because it's a beast. It's a beast of a truck, that's for sure. So yeah, lots of plans, lots of things coming up, and once I get all healed up, I'll be ready to tackle some of this stuff. It's starting to get warmer out now, so I can do some work outside, and that'd be great. And lots of things coming up in the future. So I'm glad you guys are still on board checking out my videos. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming and checking out the videos. And if you'd like to, subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging in there and checking out my videos. And here's the more videos in the future. All right, I'll see y'all. Peace.